Hi, and welcome to Betty on the Go. I'm Betty Gudel, your host. Today I have a super special guest, Rob Maggio. He is a strength and conditioning coach. He coaches some pretty famous Windsor athletes, and he'll talk a little bit more about that. There are no excuses for you not to work out, and he's going to show you exactly how you can work out in your own home with minimal equipment. Stay tuned.
You're watching Exist TV broadcasting live from downtown Windsor to the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator, and this is Betty on the Go with Betty Gudel. We'll be right back.
Okay. You're watching Betty Gudel, Betty on the Go, and I have a really special guest, and here he comes.
Yes.
Look at these muscles.
Yeah, hello.
Don't you want those? Not even from a gym, that's from working out at home. Rob, you coach some pretty prominent Windsor athletes. Tell us about that.
Well, I've been fortunate enough to work with different athletes in the city that have given me an ability to learn more and more about high performance training. And so throughout the years I've worked with the Spitfires. I've worked with Team Canada in regards to their women's hockey team, and as of right now I'm working with the St. Clair College Saints. There's 12 teams that are at the college, and I'm their strength and conditioning coach, so it's been quite a nice journey.
Very nice. And you used to have a gym.
Yes.
So you have a million years of experience with training people.
Yeah, I have been training for over 24 years. I started working in a gym when I was 15 years old, and
Wow.
I was illegal at the time, but I was able to work an extra year. And so, yeah, I've seen a lot of different types of people working out, and it's been quite nice.
On your website, www.robmaggio.com, you have something that says about training with 7 shelves. Explain exactly what are 7 shelves to training.
Okay, well, the 7 shelves were evolved throughout the years. I always look to systemize things and look for an easy way to show people how to exercise and give them something visual. So I came up with a toolbox, and within this toolbox I have people imagine that they have a toolbox with 7 shelves, and if they're able to take exercises or take something from each of the different shelves, these 7 components will make sure that they have a peak physical, mental, and even spiritual conditioning base to their life. So it's a way of looking at your behaviors and evaluating them on a regular basis, so you can see that you're on track or if you're not on track.
And it's a way to almost declutter your life, so you have this one thing that you can go to.
Exactly.
It's all, and everything's well-rounded.
Exactly.
You're also injured spiritually. So if you're working out at home, people say, well, I don't have time. Typically, how much time do you need?
Oh, geez. I have 2 kids myself, and I've never been on such a time crunch in my life. So I used to spend 2 hours in the gym at one time, and those days are over. I believe you can actually get away with anywhere between 20 and 40 minutes a day if you do it the right way, and you take exercises that will give you the best bang for your buck. You can get away with a minimal amount of time, minimal amount of equipment, and that's what I'm going to show you today, how we can just utilize just a couple basic tools to get yourself in great shape.
Now, I understand you also train children.
Yes.
Children with weight problems, because we know that it's a great big epidemic amongst children. They're watching video games. Long are the days gone when we used to go out and play on our bikes till the street lights came on and your mom called you. Now it's like, oh, do I have to go out? Kids don't know what to do with themselves. So how do you train a typical maybe 12-year-old?
Well, you know, the approach is a little bit different. There is sometimes, that's where the mental conditioning aspect comes in. You need to let them believe that they are capable of doing the things in the first place. So you give them little chunks of exercises and routines that you know they can be successful at. And with that in mind, you also attack maybe self-esteem issues and things that will allow them to maybe have a better thought process. I think they go hand in hand, especially when you're dealing with weight loss and you're dealing with issues that are close to the heart. So blending in a mental conditioning program along with the physical exercise is the ideal way to attack that.
That's right. You really need to implement confidence.
Ooh, at a high level.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to cut to a few commercials, and then Rob is going to show us some key exercises that will work your whole entire body in a minimal amount of time. If I can do it, you can do it too. Stay tuned with Rob Maggio, and don't forget to look at his website, www.robmaggio.com.
You're watching Exist TV, broadcasting live from downtown Windsor for the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator, and this is Betty on the Go with Betty Gudel. We'll be right back.
Don't let your business challenges intimidate you. In the Accelerator, you are not alone. With its state-of-the-art concept and location, you get the best environment to start your business. You have access to open desk or private offices for you to start your new business. Also, you have access to lounge, kitchen area, reception, meeting rooms to receive your clients, and support from entrepreneurs in residence and other entrepreneurs at the Downtown Windsor Business Accelerator. By entrepreneurs, for entrepreneurs. This is the place for your new business. Come and visit and see for yourself.
You are watching Exist TV, broadcasting live from downtown Windsor for the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator at 720 Ouellette. You're watching Betty on the Go with Betty Gudel. We'll be right back. You're watching Exist TV, broadcasting live from downtown Windsor for the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator, and this is Betty on the Go with Betty Gudel. We'll be right back.
You're watching Betty on the Go. I'm your host, Betty Gudel, and we're streaming live at the Accelerator building downtown at 720 Ouellette. So if you want to go by the window, give us a little hurrah and hello. We always appreciate that. Rob is going to show us some great exercises. He's going to demonstrate them first because I need a little bit of time to catch on. Okay, go ahead, Rob.
Well, I'm going to start with the lower body. I mean, we attack the body obviously from a lower body, torso, and then an upper body perspective. We're not going to use it to actually do a hula hoop. I know you were a little afraid of that.
No, I can't do it.
But basically, I'm using my hula hoop as a prop. And one of the best things you can do for your lower body, one of the top 2 or 3 exercises, is the lunge. So it's a little bit more advanced for some people. But if you do it the right way and you listen for signs of pain or discomfort, then you should be able to do any kind of activity and work within your parameters. So with that in mind, what we're going to do is we're going to step right in the middle, and I want to work all aspects of my hip and my lower body. So you're going to lunge forward, keeping your chest out. You're going to take a step. You're going to lunge sideways, so you work the inside of your legs. You step to the other side, and you're going to go cross lunge. Again, we're working that leg. And then we're going to go backwards, and I'm limited in room here, so you would actually go into a backward lunge. So 4 different lunges around the hula hoop, and if you repeat that 10 to 15 times and you do both legs, you're going to get everything you need from a lower body perspective. So
wow, that is really great.
Yeah.
Because I know at home, that's why you need a personal trainer to tell you what to do, right? Okay, can you demonstrate that one more time?
So we step right in the middle. We're going in 4 different directions, and the first direction being a front lunge. We step, keep our shoulders square, our body nice and erect. We step down, our knee doesn't go forward over our ankle. Then we step to the side. We keep this leg straight. Even if you're not perfect, we'll correct it.
Okay.
And then once you get the idea of how to do it, then you're going to go across your body. You're going to do a cross lunge, step again, and then go towards the back. Again, everything in alignment, and so that you're not putting any pressure on your joints, and then you come back up, and then you do your backward lunge. So 4 different lunges, and then we repeat to the other side.
And how many times do you repeat? About 10 times?
Depending on who the person is, someone might be fatigued after 3. So if that's the case, do a few sets of those. But some of you might be a lot more advanced, and you may be able to do it at least 10 to 15 reps. That's the recommended amount of repetitions.
Okay, here I go.
So
Correct
stepping
me.
right in the middle, you're going to start off, you're going to get onto your left leg, and you're going to do a front lunge. There we go. Now
Okay.
step back, keeping your body
Oh.
nice and aligned. You're going to go to the side, keeping that leg straight here, chest out, shoulders back. Then again, step across your body. And
Is
this
that
gets a
right?
little bit trickier, yeah.
Oh, that actually really works over here.
And it's a
Nice.
great
Yeah.
stretch at the same
It is, a
time.
nice quad
And then you
stretch.
go backwards.
Again, yeah.
And again, we're limited in room. So she's nice and aligned, and she works.
Okay, now I noticed when you did yours, you did the lunge, but you never got off your foot, so I started with the wrong lunge, right?
No, well,
No?
I stay on one foot because I always work balance at the same time. So I maintain staying on one foot, and I'm working now not only on my strength, but I'm also
right.
working on my balance. So if you can stay on one foot, it's a little bit more
then
advanced.
it's-
Oh, you stay on the left side. Step.
Oh,
So
you
stay
have to
on-
do it again for me.
Yeah,
I'm
so we'll
sorry.
step.
You see, I need help.
Yeah, we stay on the left. We step. We come across.
Oh, okay.
We go across sideways, and then finally you go backwards.
I see, okay.
All right.
Let me try it one more time. So I
All
get it
right. 1, 2, 3, and backwards. 4. Excellent.
I could see how that would really work.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Doesn't take much to get your lower body working. Our second exercise, we're going to use an elastic band, relatively inexpensive. You can pick them up for $20, $30. I'm a firm believer that we should start off with a minimal amount of equipment and also using your body weight as much as you can. Once you can perfect your body weight exercises, then you can move on. And you find a lot of people are thinking they need this big extravagant facility in order for them to get in shape. You can do it with a minimal amount of equipment. So this next exercise is a squat and chest press.
So now where will we find one of these?
You can find these probably any kind of fitness retail store. They might even have them at Sears. And if you look online, there's a lot of companies that are local that also sell them. So they're real easy to find. With this next one, we're going to step to the side.
Do you want this still?
We can move this out of the way.
I could have moved that. There we
All
go.
right. So again, we're going to take this. We're going to make sure there's tension on the elastic band. We're going to squat down. And as we're squatting, we're always maintaining a real good solid structure. We come up and we press.
Oh gosh,
So
you can see how much
now
your muscles are working.
you work everything in your body from your lower body all the way to the top. And you're working your pecs, you're working your arms, you're working your legs, you're working your core. I've only done probably 4 or 5 exercises, and I can already feel my body's temperature rise. I can feel my muscular system working. So you'll have to find a tension that works for you. So
All right, am I
if it's
stepping on
too-
both again?
You can step on both or one of them.
Okay.
So now you're going to get into a squat position. Put your feet shoulder width apart.
Okay.
Get nice and low. And then as you're driving up, go on an incline. And if it's too much tension, which I think it might be,
Okay.
you might have to bring your foot a couple inches inside here.
Okay.
Now try it. So squat nice and low. Come up. and then press this out towards an incline.
Oh, so it's all the way. Wow.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you feel that in your back. It's a stretch too.
And if you do it the right way, bring your hips back just a little bit right here. See, you can get your abdominals working at the same time. So you're coming down. These are always on. They never sway. So now you come down, abs are tight, come up, and then press out. And you can see there's a lot of tension and a lot of forces going through Betty's body. And come on down. And you have the tendency to want to bring those hips forward. Make sure when you're coming up, you keep these nice and tight. So last one right here.
It's almost like you're just sitting into your pelvis, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's why you need a personal trainer. Okay. We're going to, I need a break. So we're going to go to a commercial, and we're going to be back with another exercise. Stay tuned.
We've got one more segment.
Reception, meeting rooms to receive your clients, and support.
You're watching XSTV broadcasting live from downtown Windsor for the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator, and this is Betty on the Go with Betty Gudel. We'll be right back after these messages.
Don't let your business challenges intimidate you. In the Accelerator, you are not alone. With its state-of-the-art concept and location, you get the best environment to start your business. You have access to open desk or private offices for you to start your new business. Also, you have access to lounge, kitchen area, reception, meeting rooms to receive your clients, and support from entrepreneurs in residence and other entrepreneurs at the Downtown Windsor Business Accelerator. By entrepreneurs, for entrepreneurs. This is the place for your new business. Come and visit and see for yourself.
I'm Betty Gudel, and I'm talking with Rob Maggio. He's going to be showing us some other exercises. I think I'm ready. Let's see what you've got to show us.
Okay, we're going to get away from any kind of apparatus, and this is an exercise that's been around for a long time. It's called an inchworm with a push-up, and it's basically an exercise that's going to incorporate great amounts of flexibility and strength training at the same time, and it utilizes your whole body. So your ideal goal is to be able to get to the floor with your hands straight, but that's not always going to happen. So you can bend your knees slightly, get to the floor as you may, walk it out. As you walk it out, I want you to do a push-up. As you come up, drive your hips into the ground, and I call this a baby pitcher. It's also a hyperextension. I guess babies might be able to pose like this, but now you're stretching out your hips. You go back into your push-up position, and you walk it back all the way to the top, arching back. Okay, so again, real quick, you walk it out, do a push-up, come back, stretch out your lower back with the baby pitcher, smile, come back, all the way up, and arch back. You want to try that?
Sure. So you're working your every part, your quads.
Pretty well every part of your body.
Okay.
So you walk it out from here, do a push-up, come on up, excellent. Bring your hips down, stretch out your lower back, come back up into a push-up position, and walk it out. If you did 8 to 10 of those, you're going to feel it.
Absolutely. And that really works out your tummy muscles too.
Yeah. One of the things we didn't discuss, but in all activities, from walking to exercising, your abdominals should be on all the time, even as I'm talking. Some people refer to that as sucking it in. In my industry, they call it bracing. But you should feel a little bit of tension each time. So yes, in each of the activities, but especially in these ones that require core.
Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. See
Yeah.
Let me know if I'm not doing something right
Yeah.
too, because
I'd love for you to do it 11 more times. We don't have enough time.
yeah.
So she goes into a push-up, comes up, drives her hip down, stretches out her lower back, goes back into the push-up position, finishes it up, walks it out. Excellent. And then you can finish the 10 after the show.
And you can do those as fast as you want,
Yeah, you can go,
or is it better to hold the poses a little bit?
both are good.
Okay.
Slow and controlled works more on strength of your muscles, and when you increase the speed, now you're getting into power elements. Both are great. If you're first starting out though, I would recommend you go nice and slow and controlled. Make sure you're doing the movements properly.
Get the posture, yeah.
Because you can go on the internet and find thousands of exercises these days. They have to be done properly, and they have to be done with the right body parts moving in the right direction. So, and with that, I have one more exercise. Do we have
great.
enough time?
Yeah,
Excellent.
let's see it.
Okay, so you have your standard plank, which typically speaking, your body should be perfectly aligned. There shouldn't be any arching from a lower position or your butt in the air. So what I do to make sure that you're in the proper position is I make sure you squeeze your abs, you squeeze your glutes, and the front of your legs. And so now that forces me into a perfect alignment.
That's right, because your hips are perfectly squared.
So from in here, once I have that, I go into a push-up position, and then from there, I go into what I call a diagonal Superman. It's much more advanced. You might want to just utilize just your arm, but the diagonal Superman basically utilizes your lower back muscles. So from there, you're looking at getting a lot of bang for your buck. You go back into your plank, hold it, come back up into a push-up position, diagonal Superman, up, down, up, down. Oh boy, she's working.
Yeah, that's a lot. And you know what, too, that's great for women because we always have this trouble spot. So you could see how that would really work your glutes, right?
Yeah, and you
Your
need.
bum.
Yeah, we got to keep that bum working.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I've got to go into a plank.
So make sure you're nice and locked. You can do them on your knees to start. If you want, you can go right onto your toes.
Okay.
This is perfectly aligned. Squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes, keep your abs tight. Now go onto your hands. Hold that. You might just want to start with just your arm raising and see how you feel with that.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do both.
Because it's a little bit more advanced to do both.
Too.
You're doing the same side though. I want you doing opposite
Sorry.
side, opposite leg.
Okay, there you go.
And it's still quite hard. Great. And try the other side. Excellent.
And then go back
Excellent.
into plank.
Go back. That's one repetition. If you can get 10 repetitions of those 4 exercises, I'm telling you, you're not going to major facilities, and you're still going to get a lot of bang for your buck. I do a lot of my exercises, sometimes in between appointments or throughout the day, and it doesn't always have to be a one-shot deal. A lot of people think that they have to exercise all at once. If you don't have time, pump off maybe one segment of those exercises.
Like first thing in the morning?
First thing in the morning, get 3 sets of 10.
Yeah.
With a squat and a press, move on. I mean, sometimes you only have so much time, and you have to utilize the time that you do have. So.
Okay, we're going to break for a commercial. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. We're talking to strength and conditioning coach Rob Maggio, and he showed us some really great exercises, and we'll be right back after these commercials.
You're watching Exist TV, broadcasting live from downtown Windsor, from the Windsor Downtown Business Accelerator. And this is Very on the Go with Gudel. We'll be right back.
We're back with Rob Maggio, strength and conditioning coach. Rob, what is the importance? Well, I know the importance of having a personal trainer right now because I just know my alignment was off. So if I'm even doing a squat like this, I'm not working as much, right? Until I put my butt out a little bit more, and then I could really feel that. So sometimes when you're working alone, you don't really know the proper exercise. So you could be doing exercises and not seeing any results, right?
100%. By having your knees forward an inch or two or your hips in a misaligned position, you're stressing more on the joints and on ligaments, and so you don't get the muscle tension that you should be getting. And so it's exactly what you said. You have to make sure that you're almost in that perfect position. There is no compromise. And so you want to make sure that if you're working with somebody that they're really aware of the anatomy and physiology of the body, and they're aware of how the body works in conjunction with each other, because there's multi joints, and you want to make sure that everything is in its perfect place. It's like it's harmony. It's like an orchestra. Everything has to be perfectly in line for it to work the proper muscle groups.
Of course. You can't drive a car if you don't tune it, right? So for someone who is new to ever working out or having a personal trainer, how many days a week do you suggest, and how long?
With myself, I like giving small packages at first, because people, especially if they're new, people are reluctant or maybe just unaware of what is involved. So I like training within a 1 month period. It also allows to see if we have a compatibility. If we do, some people continue on. But after a month of training, you should be educated on what you should be doing on your own if that's your path. And so 2 times to 3 times a week is typical, and the sessions can range anywhere between $40 and $60 a session. If you're going to invest in your fitness, it's the best investment of your life, because you're going to be doing exercises the proper way. You're going to get a lot more out of the exercise sessions, and you're not going to get hurt.
And you're going to be more motivated, right?
100%.
Because you know what? If I'm at home and I'm doing those maybe by myself, I might do 3 and give up and go, oh my gosh. But if I have someone beside me and cheering me on, I'll probably do like 12.
We push you for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So usually about 3 sessions a week?
2 to 3 sessions a week, and sometimes people will combine with somebody else, someone who in the like state, and they'll get 2 or 3 people. Small group training is very popular.
Oh, that's fantastic. So now, do you go to people's houses, or do they come to you?
I have been going to people's houses. I was working out of my own gym for a long time, but I started a residential in-home training program about 2 years back, and it's become very popular. It's people want to know what they can do within their homes. They don't have the time to get out, so I'm on a setup program. It's almost as if I'm coming in and revamping their exercise sessions. If they allow me, I also like to look at the nutritional component. I try not to go into your cabinets, but if I have to, I will, and make sure that we're in alignment, because that's also one of those components in that toolbox. If you look at balance within these 7 components and try not to attack it too much in one area, then you're going to get results.
That's great. And so if we want to get in touch with you, it's we've already put the website up. It's www.robmaggio.com. You can like them on Facebook. And what's your Twitter feed?
You know, I don't have a Twitter. I need to get with.
We got to get you a Twitter feed. Okay. Like us on Facebook. Like Rob. You've been watching Betty on the Go with Betty Gudel and Rob Maggio, the fitness guru. He's a strength and challenge coach. That's what I like to call him, because he does give you a challenge. Tune in next week. We're going to visit an acupuncturist and find out how that actually works and how it can solve your fitness aches and pains. Until next time.